Welcome to the next chapter of the Next.js lessons. So in this video we will see how we can use the styles in the Next.js. So as you remember, we have created our first component in the last sections, and we have created some module.css. But these, we didn't touch all of the information regarding to that, and I would like to introduce all of the stylings, how we can use them, etc. So basically there are three different stylings you can apply, which I'm using in my daily projects. So one of them is inline styling. For example, you have an element here and you would like to change the color of this to background red. You see, we have changed our background to red. So you can do that as same thing into the code itself. So if you go to, let's go to our index.tsx, for example. So we can either add that with the styles, or we can add with the class name, or we can add that with the styles directly. So here, if we remove that class name directly here, you will see our header class name is gone. But what we can do, we can add a style, and here we can say, for example, color is, let's say, red. As you see, our styling has been updated. And let's change the background color to blue. Yeah, it's there, as you see. And if we want to create the same header element we used here, we need to, I'm reverting back my changes now, we need to copy all of the title styles which we have defined here, also the anchor element styles, all of them into that file to be able to see the same result. We can do that, but it will take a bit time. So let's try to make it here. Let's try, I can show you at the end if we have a time, but for now I would like to focus also how we can add the styles. So the second thing is using the CSS files. As you see, we have a module.css which is only used inside that component, inside the home header. So this is our home header and nothing else. As you see, since I have edited the background color on my browser directly, it stayed there until I refresh. When I refresh it, it's gone. So there is no more styling. Also, the next thing, there is a global.css. This is widely used for all components. Where is that global CSS has been used? It is in the underscore app.tsx. As you see here, we have the styles globals.css. There is a very good shortcut you can use into your projects to see which styling has been used. You can click Command or Control if you're in the Windows, then click the globals.css and it will take you there. So from now on, I will show you, for example, for making all of the paragraph elements to color red. So we will see, yes, all of their colors became red now. So if I want to make all of the anchors red, it will not apply to this anchor because it has another styling which is into the module, and it overrides what I wrote as a global. So if you have some global stylings, and you want to use, let's say, dark blue. So you want to use this URL and anchor element styling for all of your application. But if you don't have specified any colors inside the module CSS, I close it directly here, it will be a dark blue. But if you want to see that directly into the code, you need to come here and change this color, close that color, and refresh. As you see, we don't have that color anymore, it is gone. If you open that, of course it will come up there, but let's try to another color now, maybe green. So let's refresh our page. Yeah, we have the color as a green. But if we open that into the module will override the styling because it has specifically defined here as a much more specific level. So yeah, as we discussed, our global CSS is mostly used for whole application-wide elements. What I mean by that, for example, fonts, for example, paddings. For example, if you want to remove or add all of the elements, box, shadow, you can do that directly into the global CSS. But if you ask me, I would just keep that as simple as possible and make my stylings directly into my modules or specific CSS files like that. It is much more easy, it is much more convenient. Also, you can directly access here with the styles, for example, logo. If we go there, we see the height is 10 em and just change it here, and only our logo height is changed. As you see, the height became 10 em. And so that's it. These are the topics I would like to discuss today, and for the specific files you can just go test it out into the module.css, and it will be much more easy for you to manage all of your styles afterwards, I hope. And thank you so much for listening. I wish you a good day.